Hello, hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is time for an art stream tonight. Um, I I've just kind of made it now like an official rule. I think I'm just gonna give myself Wednesdays. I'm gonna give myself Wednesdays to just be mic only, no cam. Focus on the art. Just chill with some music. Just kind of. You don't need to be looking at me. You can look at the art, and that'll just be how it goes. I'm just deciding now. My mic real quick, so I am gonna be working on some more digital art today. Let's get that music going, shall we? Let's see how yeah, there we go. Some nice chill music for us to draw to, or I guess for me to draw to. But I mean, if you're drawing with me, I mean, or doing a coloring book or something, feel free. I've got my iced coffee here with me. I needed an extra little pick me up. I was just really out of it today. I don't know what it was. It's that like midweek slump, I think, you know? Wednesday's either an uphill battle and you get to ride the downhill into the rest of the week, or it's like you fall into a pit a little bit, and you have to climb yourself back up. I think I'm on a down a hole into the climb up sort of thing. That's where I feel really tired. But I got some iced coffee to perk me up, and I'm pretty excited. I know I've been working on some seasonal emotes, but I've decided to switch it up, and I'm actually gonna switch on over to the art section. I'm actually working on finishing up a commission. So I'm super excited about that. I've been pretty busy. So I am working on this movie poster for one of my good friends and followers, Source Hill. He has commissioned me to do a couple movie posters for him, and this is one of two of for his short film or story, or Zombies Want Candy Not Brains. So far we've got one character completely done, and in her place, which is Lauren, I believe the name is. Let me pull up my character sheet thing here too, because I want to make sure I'm hitting all the points. Here we go. I'm gonna check these off as I go too. I know you can't see, but I can. Haha. So I did Lauren. Green eyes, red hair, really fun, really fun. And the other one I was working on that I actually kind of finished, I'm not looking and seeing any details that I might really want to add, but I might add them later. But anywho, this is Miles. He's kind of the leader of the crew. Brown skin, black hoodie, skeletal system, gloves, all sorts of good stuff. So, yeah, wait, actually, you know what? Speaking of those gloves, I think I might need to add a little bit more shading there. But that's cool. We can do that real quick. But yeah, this is Miles. I have him. I'm gonna put him in the front here. I might actually make Miss Lauren here a bit smaller. In the composition of it all. But yeah, let's get that going. And also you might have caught it real quick. I'm working on another character. This is my, I did some sketch. You can kind of see, okay, so I was working on my iPad with this one, and I used my, my art pose app, to create a pose. I don't have items, really. I mean, I have items, but I don't have any, like, long, big, automatic guns, so I wanted to put something there for a placeholder. So, sorry, this is Cody. Cody has blonde hair, green eyes, and he's going to be wearing a prison uniform, orange prison uniform, white long sleeve underneath. And he has a paintball gun, a big bit. I'm assuming a big, like, assault style one. So, that's I had a cane. That's the best I could do. That is the best I can do. Oh, also, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say, thank you for following Freddie LaChance. I really appreciate the follow. I think your alert played twice, but that's okay. You just get double the attention for it, especially since I clearly forgot to thank you right at the top. But thank you. Yeah, so don't worry about the cane here. That's not obviously going to be the how it finishes. I just needed something. There. Oops, sorry. I just needed something there to make sure I got it all. But I'm gonna just crank that opacity back down. Also help me with the pose. So yeah, Cody, I don't know what this, I have like a random layer on top, but before I get to Cody and get him and his details and the coloring and shading and whatnot, I'm gonna finish up Miles and throw him in the fray. I'm gonna throw him in the front of that poster. Y'all let me know if the music is too loud. I'm streaming, what is this called? It's Lo-Fi Geek on YouTube, so all of their stuff's great. But this is Tokyo Lo-Fi, hip-hop 24/7. It's really nice and soothing, so we just gonna relax and do that. Alrighty, let's get in here to the glovey gloves. Where is the gloves? I have a layer, and there it is. Glove base. So I got the fingies. I'm going to label that fingies, actually. Fingies! And now we'll do some shading over top. Pretty easy to shade since this is gray, so it's pretty darn close to, pretty darn close to... Ooh, that's not... Well, that's fine. Woo! Actually, no. I changed my mind. There we go. Take that softness down. Or hardness down. So it's soft. A nice soft brush. Bitches love soft brushes. I'm just kidding. I just want to get some shadow in there. Just give it a little more depth. Obviously doesn't require too much. I think I left this step to myself as kind of like a break, because I was probably working on this. It's been a little bit, but I was working on this. I was probably really hard in the paint, and I was like, I got like one more thing, but I'm gonna leave myself the easy thing for last, so I can appreciate it. Because I've got like some nice values on, I think those jeans look really good. I'm pretty proud of that. Oh my gosh. So, that Nintendo Direct is tomorrow, is it not? That's pretty crazy. I feel like they came out of nowhere, or maybe I just don't pay attention. Alright, so let's put Miles in his rightful spot in front of everybody. I'm gonna save this real quick too, just in case. I don't need these layers, these are hidden. What I like to do is duplicate. Actually, I like to group and then duplicate everything and just merge it down, so everything is on one nice little layer for me. Did I color the line art already? I sure did. Alrighty, well, yeah, that's it. I'm surprised that I was really at the last little step of this. So let's throw him in there. I know he's small right now, but we're gonna... Okay, actually, wait, I don't know why he's not... Oh no, there's probably some random thing hanging out in the side. What is, like a stray pixel? Hold on a damn minute. That's weird. Why is it like that? Okay, maybe not. Huh, I was wondering why the selection isn't centered. See how he's like off-centered like this? But I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I need to make, you know what? Let's make the title and everything a little bit smaller. Let's give these characters some room to shine. I'm still gonna make her a buzz bit smaller, though. So I have 2 more characters that are gonna be added. Lauren Scooch. I feel like I need to rotate him just a smidge. I don't know. You know what? Just for my own sake. I'm gonna draw like a little ground here. Like a sketch ground or something. Something like that to give them a little bit of perspective. Let's make him a tad larger. Kind of like his gun being like right there in the space. Because then what I can do is actually take this title and make it bigger again. There we go. I am going to drop that title underneath everybody though. I want the characters to come forward. I think I'll add like some drop shadows too to give them... But yeah, so he's front and center. We'll get to adding all the composition and whatnot. Take a sip of my coffee. I hope I haven't been muted this whole time. I don't think I was. No, I wasn't. Just kidding. I'm dumb. I thought I saw my mic flashing. Usually when my mic flashes, that's when it's muted. I tricked myself. I pulled the old trickery on it. I'm so dumb. Anyway, so I'm gonna save this poster one more time. I'm gonna close it out. And I'm actually gonna pull open Lauren. Lauren's file has the gun I drew on it. Gun line copy. She looks spooky without... Oh my god. All these layers. Well, I was looking for this one right here. Transform and blip. Well, it would help if I had his hand on... I might have to move that hand, which is not a problem. That's pretty easy to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull that hand up a little bit. How am I gonna do this? It is Cody Sourcell. It is. That's. How far down the barrel is he gonna hold this gun? You know what? There's that weird. I'll have him hold it this, like right here. And then I can have that come out of his hand, and then I can move this hand up. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Anyway, so I have a gun for now. I'm gonna just. I'm gonna recolor it real quick so I can see it against the. Let's make it. We'll make it green right now. Just so I can see it. I need to fix. Also gonna put it under my sketch layer. I'm gonna take. Just gonna erase these lines real quick. It's gonna make it easier if I erase those lines at first. Plus, I know what they are. You know what? I'll just take that whole line out. And we'll just warp him at the shoulder. Rotate him like a doll. Move this up here where the joint would be. Oops. Got to take my opacity back up. Maybe. Alright, you know what? I kind of want to fix that hand of his too. It's like huge compared to everything else. I feel like I drew it way too big. I did the Dishonored hands thing. You know, if you've played Dishonored and like you've seen that style, their hands are just like naturally huge. I didn't mean to make his hands so huge. It seeped into my psyche or something. I don't know. Humans just have a way of assimilating stuff, you know? So yeah, let's put that hand there. You know what? We'll just give him more of an elbow. This is the beauty of digital art. I could literally just take pieces apart and rearrange them and then fill in the discrepancies. It's a wondrous thing. And boom. I might actually end up moving that shoulder back up a little bit. Looks like I could tuck that elbow in. Actually, yeah, I think I might end up moving it back up slightly. Looks a little too squished. Thank you. Okay, I wonder if I could find my... There's like a specific reference. It was like actually an action figure. Hold on. prison uniform. I didn't want it to look too... I certainly didn't want it to look too scrub-like. I know like in Orange is the New Black, they have like those... They look like scrubs. But let me see if I can find the reference image that I used. It was a really cool action figure. It was for something. Trying to Google the same things that I Googled. There it is! Haha! This is the reference I used. It's got a long sleeve underneath. I like how it's kind of fitted. It's got like pockets. It's got nice buttons. So that's kind of what I was going with. It seemed fitting. Where? I'm gonna have to reselect that again, but that's okay. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's give his elbow a little more room. There we go. That looks better. Also, it looks... I wasn't gonna put his hand, like, back here, because I was just, like... I didn't want to, like, have him holding the gun, like, a mile away from the actual trigger. That wouldn't make any sense. Inspired from this character from Cody Travers in Final Fight. Ooh, let me see what that... I'm not familiar with that. Let me look that up. Cody... Ah, okay, okay. Oh, you mean like the stripy prison uniform? Okay, that's fair. But I understand not wanting to like run into any. There's a lot of very interesting art. See, there's something really special about fighting games. There's like just a special... Oh my god, somebody cosplayed him! Oh, a lot of people cosplayed him. Oh, some of these cosplays really fucking rock. Again, it takes a special... What am I trying to say? Oh my god, I've been tripping over my words all day. Fighting games have like a very special kind of fan base where they're like really dedicated, and I love it. They're like fighting in the parking lot. Oh my god. Amazing. Sorry. Okay, I'm going down a Google image reference rabbit hole, as I usually do when I do art stuff. Anywho, yes, this is Cody. He's in his prison uniform. And he's going to hold the gun in the correct place. expect to fight zombies. That's true. It's like holding the, it's like that classic I guess it's not really a super used trope, but it's used sometimes where it's like the idiot villain minion like comes swinging in with a sword or something and he's like holding the wrong end. Like, I got it, boss, and it's like, no, that's, you're holding it upside down. Alright, let's complete that body again. Easy enough. Alright, I could probably take the color overlay off of the gun now. We'll mask off the places we don't need. Oh, whoops, that's too much. Well, no, that was enough. Well. Yeah. That's the wonder about masking stuff. I don't have to, it's not erasing it, so I can always just paint it back. The wonder of digital art. Whee! Oh man. What movie did I watch recently? It was a zombie movie, and I like didn't expect it to be a zombie movie. Oh, The Beyond. The Beyond. That's what I just watched. I started Hooptober 2021, Hooptober 8, I think it is. I think it's the 8th year in a row that Hooptober is a thing. So as part of my list, I put The Beyond, a good movie, by the way. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was gonna be like more ghosts and stuff and less like. I didn't think it was going to be a zombie movie, but it ended up being a zombie movie. And I was like, all right, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's pretty spooky. It's about like this hotel that's built on like one of the portals to hell or something. And it's not a streaming service. Oh my God. I feel like I watched it on Shudder? I think it's on Shudder, if I remember correctly. So if you have Shudder. But other than that, I think, let me see, is it on Beyond? The 1981 version of The Beyond, by the way. I think there's a remake. Or there's a whole different movie just called the same thing, but different from 2017. But The Beyond, 1981. I think it's like available for rent on Amazon Prime as well. I will say, if you can't handle like I mean, body horror, but like specifically eye stuff, avoid it, because that particular director, Fulci, I think, he is like, he likes doing creepy, crazy stuff with eyes, but it's got some good practical effects in it that I thought was pretty cool. I think that's one of the things I miss about, as if I was there. The one thing I like about older movies is a lot of the effects, I mean, at a certain point, if you go far enough back, all of the effects had to be practical effects. So, wait, I'm on the wrong mask. Whoops. So it's got some good practical effects, but it definitely, if you can't handle eye stuff, that's not the, you're gonna be closing your eyes a lot. There is a part too that I didn't even see in that movie because I have a thing with spiders, which I know everybody has the thing with spiders. Everybody's arachnophobic. Everybody, but like, no, I really I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate spiders. And there is just like this scene, and like if you really like, if when watching it, like in the context of the movie, there's really no need for this scene to have been either there or like as long as it was. But there's this scene where there's like a guy researching the portals to hell and researching the hotel, and I don't know, the demons like thought he knew too much or some shit. And so he dies in the library while like researching the blueprints. And then just like out of nowhere, like tarantulas start just like crawling towards him. And there's like obvious fake ones where they're like, bruh, they did what they could, but it was like, that's such a fake spider, it's not even funny. But then like they also had like real tarantulas, and the parts that I saw, because like I said, I like couldn't even watch it, I covered my eyes and I was like screaming though. I was like, oh my god, no, I can't do it. And I was like with my boyfriend watching it because it was on his list as well. I was just like, oh my god, just tell me when it's over. And it just like, it went on for like 10 straight minutes of just like tarantula shit where they're like crawling on his body. And god, I saw like one part where they started like biting into him and the blood is like everywhere, and they're like getting into his body and they're like going into his mouth and just like crawling through his, it was disgusting. It was harrowing, and I hated it, what I saw of it. But like I said, I don't even fucking know what the whole scene was about because I couldn't look at the screen. But if you want to be scared and the thing is spiders, there you go. Torture yourself, I guess. Hello. I am doing okay. I'm doing much better this week, actually. Oh, thank you. I will drink my iced coffee. My delicious iced coffee. So I'll be nice and energized for our D&D session tonight, which I'm very excited for. Wanna get back into the mystical world of Dungeons and Dragons. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, is there like another season of Stranger Things coming out at some point? I haven't really been following any news on that. I've been on Netflix because I'm, obviously doing Hooptober, so like I always check to see if the movie that I want to watch is streaming on Netflix. And I get, I've watched the other seasons of Stranger Things, so I obviously get recommended to watch Stranger Things. Like, watch it again. But I haven't heard any. I haven't heard a lot about what may be happening there. I remember it ended on quite the cliffhanger. Early next year. Ooh, okay. Cool. I figured they were still working on stuff. Okay, I can't tell if... Is that part of the gun or is that part of his hand? That is part of the gun. That's definitely part of the gun. Okay, cool. Look at him. Look at him there with his gun and his hair and his face. Look at him. Alright. Now that we've got that, I still have no idea what this layer is. Now that we've got that all settled. I'll delete this layer. Let's color. Let's get to coloring. Alrighty. I'm just gonna rip this orange straight from here. Jump, shoot. Simply perfect. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'll erase it, don't worry. Oh, I just realized I missed... I forgot to draw the other sleeve. I'm dumb. It's okay. Quick and easy. Ain't no thing. Let's get that sleeve on there. I'll also indicate that with color and whatnot, but... Anywho, back to the jumpsuit! Whoop, 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 whoop. His outfit's gonna be really easy since it's just like one big thing. I don't have to do like pants and a shirt and... Just a suit, a super suit, and shoes. And I guess his undershirt, but like, that's not too hard. There's like really not much showing, so it barely counts. Not too worried about it getting in the gun part right here, because I'll probably just color over. But honestly, same with the skin. Just want to make sure that the lines are within the bounds. I mean, I'll just go ahead and just for my own sake. Alrighty, that's the orange jumpsuit. Pull my skin chart back up, like I do every time. Well, I'd like to if... Okay, there it goes. I was like, Photoshop? Actually, speaking of... Just good reminder that I need to... I'm just going to save this as Cody.psd. Make sure I don't lose any of the precious progress that I just made. Because, good lord, that's the last thing I need. Just gonna... I'm just gonna put this on a little layer so that way I can just call that palette. Close this bad boy out. Bring. Computer's yelling at me. Okay, I know this is like really anal retentive, but I just... I'm just like so excited for Halloween. Like I'm just excited for October. I feel like a little kid again. Like it's kind of weird. I don't know. I hope I'm not like accidentally making it like more exciting in my head than it's gonna be, and then I end up disappointed. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm in the mood. I'm watching spooky movies. I like want to cosplay again. I'm gonna try to. I haven't really had a. I mean, I had a free weekend this last weekend, sort of, with my like days off and stuff. But I decided to kind of spend that resting and watching movies and doing stuff that doesn't require too much effort. Not that cosplay requires a ton of effort, or doesn't have to, but I don't know. I always like to like really spend a lot of time doing stuff, and I end up tiring myself out. But I digress. I'm excited for October. In a spooky mood. I started watching, I know I'm like fucking years late, but I started watching Haunting of Hill House. Oh, that shit's good. That shit's like real good. That is creepy. Like I feel myself getting really stressed out when I watch that. Like I feel like I can hear my heartbeat in my head, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, it's so good. Like, I see the hype, and I'm like excited. I'm on the last episode of season 1, so please do not spoil anything. I'm literally on the last episode. I'm gonna pee my pants. I want to watch Haunting of Bly Manor and what's the new one? Something Mass, or I don't know. I want to watch them all, but the directors, everybody did so good. So good. it's a good show. A 10 out of 10. Seriously. Very scary. Very scary. Like, American Horror Story who? Like, Scream Queens who? Ryan Murphy, sit your ass down. Let's let the pros do their... let's let the pros show you how it's done. I used to love American Horror Story, but I literally haven't watched a season since Cult. Which I know isn't super far behind, because I think there's only been Apocalypse and then what? Like the ones that they're doing now, which are like weird short. I can't stand what Ryan Murphy does anymore. I really can't. Like, I used to be... Okay. Confession, I used to be a huge Gleek. A Gleek when I was in middle school. I used to watch Glee religiously. Okay? So that was like what I was familiar with. And then I watched the first season of American Horror Story. Yeah, that's true. Loved the first 3 seasons of American Horror Story. Season 4, I was pissed. I was like, freak show, what the fuck is this? And then Hotel came around and I was like, okay, we're getting it back. It's still a little much. Like, was the drill dough really necessary? Like, I don't know why he does it, but Ryan Murphy, like, everything he writes has just like this really vicious... Oh, this is gonna come out so wrong. I want to choose my words carefully. Everything he writes always somehow circles back to like gay rape. And I mean, we can all like draw some like crazy conclusions and infer and be like, well, maybe it's because he's traumatized, but that's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't tell stories like that either, because of course things like that happen, and of course horrible things happen. We should talk about it, and we should talk about it in a careful way. And, you know, that's part of what horror is too, is like talking about it in ways that really make us uncomfortable and really, but like, I don't know. It never feels like it comes from a good place. Like, I tried to watch Ratchet, which was that like weird prequel story. I feel like I've told this story before, but you know what? I'm gonna tell it again. I tried to watch that show Ratchet on Netflix that explains like the villain origin story of Nurse Ratched from Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And not only is it way too like off the rails for it to be even remotely believable, but also, again, it circles back to like this, it almost like accidentally is like, see, gay men are bad and gay men are rapists and that it's all promiscuity, and it's like, okay, what are you trying to do? And it's just like everything he makes is like that. Everything. American Horror Story became like that. Scream Queens became like that. Ratchet obviously became... I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So I just stopped. So anyway, Haunting of Hill House is doing a phenomenally better job. And I'm kind of mad at myself for not watching it sooner, because it is just so good. So certainly a good jumping off the deep end point into horror media and whatnot to start me on my Halloween season fix. I've watched a couple movies that are like among the like really serious, like true to form horror movies that I'm excited to watch. I also watched a few that were like almost parodies of horror. Or maybe even if they weren't like parodies per se, they were certainly horror movies that didn't take themselves too seriously. Like one that I watched, well, one was a true parody. What was it? Student Bodies. I have not seen Malignant yet, but I keep hearing everybody like raving about it, so it must be pretty damn good. I also keep getting advertisements for it, so it's probably something up my alley. Okay, I'm gonna go to my palette layer and I'm gonna give him a good golden hair. I'm gonna use this actually. It's like it'll be a good highlight, and then I'll use it. It's fucked up. Oh no. And like it's fucked up in a I was gonna say it's fucked up in a good way, which is like I feel stupid that I wanted to ask that. But is it fucked up in a good way? I don't know how else to describe it. I should be more specific. Is it fucked up in the way that... You know what? Let's start from the basics. Is it fucked up in a way like nobody should ever want to watch that? Like it's so fucked up. Like you should be concerned if you didn't find it fucked up. Is that kind of the or is it fucked up in the good way where it's just like, oh my god, that's so dark. I want to watch it again. Am I being clear? Am I communicating? Am I picking up? No, am I putting down something that you can pick up? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I feel like I'm just babbling aimlessly. There's just no hope. Saw and Joker level fucked. Well, I've never seen either of those, so I have no frame of reference. So is it like gory? Very gory. Oh no. Okay, see, that can go either way with me. It can go the route where it's like gory and I can't handle it. Or it's gory in the, oh my god, this is like a Quentin Tarantino revisionist history movie and I'm going to laugh my ass off the entire time. Because I will admit it, during Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, near the end, and if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie. It's pretty damn good. But if you've seen it, you know, the whole end scene with like, I was laughing so hard and I was just like, what is wrong with me? This is like so violent. It's so hyper violent and this should be terrifying and gross, but it's funny to me. It's really funny and I feel like I should be diagnosed with something. Anyway. So is Malignant like that kind of gory, or is it gory in the kind of body horror thing where I'm probably gonna hide my face in a pillow? Home slice here is... Oh, God. I don't know if I can handle that then. Oh, no. I don't know what it is about body horror, but I just... Actually, I think I do know what it is about body horror. I think... I know some people get this reaction, like, on a small scale, where it's like... You see... I don't know. You talk about stomach acid, or you talk about... throwing up and like you like start to feel it too and you're just like ugh, like or you imagine they like start describing to you in great detail how they like break their bones or whatever and you like start feeling pain in your ankle and it's like ugh, that gross feeling. It's like ugh, stop. There's that, and then there's what I experience with body horror where it's like I see somebody getting like their spine ripped out of their throat and I just like start to feel I can't even describe it to you because I'm just having such a visceral reaction. And visceral is like the best word for it. I just, I'm not going to be over here saying like, oh my God, I'm just such an empath. I'm just such an empath. I just feel the pain. No, but like I don't know. My body's like, mayday, mayday, abort mission when it sees like body horror. But I can handle other shit totally fine. Don't eat or drink before. Yeah, I probably will vomit. Good to know. Like, man, it's so weird. I could just, I mean, like, okay. Pink Flamingos by John Waters. With Divine. With the Queen of Filth herself, Divine. The part that grossed me out was not the end of the movie, like the after credit scene where she quite literally eats dog shit off of the fucking ground. Which, anybody listening who hasn't seen that fucking movie, spoiler alert, there's an end of credit scene where Divine the drag queen eats actual real live dog poop off the street. It's gross. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still felt like, I was like, wow, that's really gross and really unsanitary. And I hope that she didn't get sick after that. But if she did, I wouldn't be surprised. No, the part of that movie that grossed me out was the chicken, which granted, that scene was also, the chicken was also harmed. Like, you know how some movies are like, no animals were harmed in the making of an animal was definitely harmed in the making of that movie. And it was fucked up and I didn't like it and it made me very uncomfortable and I hated it. And I can go all day about that. But it really, just the gore of it and like, I couldn't do it. I was like, this is disgusting. This is horrifying to me. This is making me want to rip my stomach out of my body and throw it into a fire because it's just, I can't feel this anymore. I don't want to feel it anymore. But I can handle like the truly gross stuff, which is eating poop. Ugh. Nasty. Let's color this gun in real quick. Just give it a nice flat gray for now. You know, speaking of Divine, I think there's a documentary on Netflix about Divine. Or I saw it somewhere while I was perusing my various streaming services. Because, you know, you have to have 50 different streaming services. Because everything's just circled back around a cable, essentially. There was a documentary somewhere about Divine. I wanted to watch it. A fascinating person. There's that, what is that line in Pink Flamingos? Is it Pink Flamingos or is that the other one? Female Trouble. I think it's Pink Flamingos. Pink Flamingos. Divine quote. It's like a really famous one. No, I think it is Pink Flamingos. Oh yeah, she's wearing the dress. She's wearing the red dress from the end of the movie. Yes! Kill everyone now! Condone first-degree murder! Advocate cannibalism! Eat shit! Filth is my politics! Filth is my life! What a line! What a line! That... Oh my god, it's terrible. I shouldn't like it as much. My chaotic fucking... What is the grossest movie I've ever seen? Oh, probably Pink Flamingos. Which, I mean... Female Trouble comes close, but it's between those two. Easily the grossest movies I've seen. I'm sorry, John Waters was a fucking weirdo. Is he still alive? Is John Waters still alive? I'm pretty sure he's still alive. John Waters is a fucking weirdo. Well, I'll be damned. He's still kicking. Good for him. Fucking weirdo. Man. Oh, he did Crybaby? I've seen Crybaby. I thought... Wow. I didn't know he did Crybaby. I thought he was... Oh, man. She died in... I'm sorry. Now I'm down another rabbit hole with Edith Massey. She died really young, though. Well, not too young. She was born in 1918? I mean, God, I know that's possible, but that sounds crazy to me. Time is an illusion. Anyway. Grossest movie is definitely either Female Trouble or Pink Flamingos. I can't remember which one is grosser. Because it's like, I think a lot of people will say that Pink Flamingos is grosser, but I remember feeling like, I think Pink Flamingos made me feel really uncomfortable in very particular parts. And then Female Trouble made me feel pretty much just generally uncomfortable throughout the entirety of the film. So it's like, it's hard to judge. Still recommend that you watch both of them. But just knowing, just letting you... Green Room. Squeamish. Do not watch it. Don't look it up. Oh. I can't look it up? Can you tell me, like, at least a synopsis of the plot? Because I would like to at least know that. Green Room. The Green Room is like the backstage area, is it not? Oh my god, my friends are all tweeting and chatting about the direct tomorrow, and I'm so nervous. I've like, as time has gone on about the Nintendo Directs, I just get more and more nervous. I shouldn't. It's not, the stakes are just not that high. They're just not, and yet my brain just like kicks it into anxious high gear when I... It's weird. I guess I'm on the hype train, whether I want to be or not. So you better tell me what a general synopsis of the Green Room, because I will be looking it up. My curiosity will get the best of me if you don't. A punk band who find themselves attacked by neo-Nazi skinheads after witnessing a murder at a remote club in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, cool. Cannibalism. Great. Woo! Hey, as Divine said, kill everyone now. Condone first-degree murder. Advocate cannibalism. Eat shit. Oh, dear. In depth, you say? Oof. I remember when I first read about Jeffrey Dahmer. Speaking of cannibalism. Oof. I think that was probably my first, like, true crime, like, what is this? Like, what's going on here? I want to know the story. I'm scared, but I have a morbid curiosity. I think that was, like, the first... Oof. I'm glad that motherfucker's dead. Nothing good could have come out for him being on this planet, like, truly. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, you know what? Speaking of punk bands, I watched Jennifer's Body for the first time. That's a good one. That one's really interesting. I I think I wrote this in my review on Letterboxd too, but I was like, that movie is like a great example of, even though it's very dated, it doesn't necessarily feel dated because it actually makes fun of itself. Like, you could argue, like, I feel like you could tell me, oh yeah, this movie was made like not like only like 5 years ago, even though it was very much made in the early 2000s. And it makes fun of the early 2000s, but you could tell me it was made like, oh, it was only made 2 years ago, because it makes fun of the early 2000s, how ridiculous. I don't know, it just, because of its like self-awareness within its own time, it just like negates the effects of it being dated. I hope I'm making sense. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Man, the ending too was satisfying. Fuck those assholes. They're like trying to kill her, and then they're like fucking singing weird songs. Oh man. Anyway. Like, I want to be famous. I'm gonna sell my soul to Satan. Gosh, there's so many horror movies I want to see. I was just thinking about Faust, which is like a deal with the devil like thing. The classic, the OG deal with the devil. And I haven't seen the movie. I haven't even read the book. There's so much out there. So much media that I need to consume. So little time. So little energy. Being obsessed with that movie? Wait, the Jennifer's Body? Were you obsessed for reasons? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna call you out like that. Or am I? Ha That is part of the gun. So I guess I do have to. Oops. Yep. Haha. Nothing wrong with that. So I kind of like the brown boots this guy's got going on, so I think I'm going to give him the brown boots. This is the greatest white undershirt of all time. Cool. Thank you, Cool Beads. I do my best. I'm sorry it's not a storage room stream tonight. You'll get over it. Don't worry. We will have another storage room stream soon. Technically Friday, if you count the Steins Gate laboratory storage place, closet thing, where the time leap machine is. That's kind of a storage closet. But there isn't any, there aren't any, like, masks or costume trunks or a lot of hearts hiding in there. So, you know. He got no eyeballs. Oh, no. Let's fix it. Okay, well, I want it a little bit wider than that. A little more. Whoop. He got blue eyes, right? No, green eyes. Just kidding. Green eyes it is. That's too light. That's way too light. There we go. That's green. Okay. Now for the shading part. Whee! You know what? I'm gonna do his hair first because I feel like it. Actually, just kidding. I'm gonna do the line art first. Coloring the line art because I feel like it. I don't either. It's been like, it feels like this week is dragging. I like legit was just like fantasizing about Friday at work. I was just like, it'll be Friday. And then I guess somehow convinced myself I only have to work for one more day. And then it's like, no, it's only Wednesday. I have to work tomorrow and the day after. Doing great work. Oh God, that sounds miserable. I'm so sorry. Damn. Did you at least have caffeine? I am truly a caffeine addict. That's good. I'm glad you also had some good fuel. So we could hear our blood more clearly. Like your own blood personally, or blood that you're studying? I'm confused. Each other's blood. Damn. Some pretty strong coffee. Via stethoscope. I would hope via stethoscope, not in the room. If you could hear each other's blood in the room, there'd be a lot more going on. That's like some shit out of a horror movie. Just like, I can hear your blood. Yeah, one of you is about to go to the hospital. Yeah, I guess depending on the situation, it'll change who that is. Or both, if your friend is taking you to the hospital, technically. I don't think you have to have a medical degree to know that that's bad news. It's bad news bears. In your professional opinion, do you think hearing someone's blood is bad? A little known fact, it's actually pretty normal. Ugh. Aren't there those rooms that are like so quiet that you can hear your own like organs functioning, and it's like really, really freaky? It's like one of those almost not like total sensory deprivation, but like I guess kind of it might have to be like near total sensory deprivation. Anyway, yeah, like I said, just the rooms are just like so quiet. You go in there, and like I think there's like people haven't been able to last very long in there. Like only been able to last like a few minutes because it's just so unnerving. Oops. Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'll be honest. I don't think I'd be able to last. I'm not gonna pretend to be one of those like badasses that are like, oh, I could totally handle it. It's like, fuck, nah, I couldn't handle it. I know myself too well. That's okay. I'm honest, you know? Ugh. Look, I can't be alone with my thoughts. I certainly can't be alone with my thoughts if there's also like no ambient noise. Oh, that came out a lot sadder than I expected it to. Am I gonna stream some horror games? Am I? I don't know. Maybe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you didn't get the hint, that's a yes. That's a very, very, very enthusiastic yes. I may or may not, I don't know, might have some fun ideas, fun plans for spooky season, spooky time, spooky October, Spooktober. You know, just maybe. Oh my god. Okay, I can't do that. I can't do Outlast. I had to watch Markiplier play Outlast. Okay, that was enough for me. It got me good. and I wasn't even the one with the controller in my hand. That shit is fucked up. That is a scary ass game. That is a scary ass game. Both of them. Are there like 3 now? Wait, how many Outlasts are there? I feel like I should know this. Outlast series. Oh god, just the fucking advertising. There's Outlast, Outlast 2, the Whistleblower. Oh my god. Outlast Trials is 3, okay. Oh my god. Oh, like a true... Wait, no. Oh my god, the fandom wiki is like, continue reading the wiki on that one character from Steins Gate. No, I really would rather not. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Outlast looks... Shivers. Shivers down my spine. It won't be Outlast, but I am playing some spooky games. Not Phasmophobia. I've played a good bit of that. Also, I'm really terrible at it. I want to do something more my type of game. Visual novels and the like. Y'all will see. I'm gonna announce it pretty soon. I've been just working on the chat's most requested spooky game. No longer you're like, I learned my lesson. I will never put it in the hands of others again. I have not played Resident Evil 7, but I did watch my boyfriend play Resident Evil 7, and that shit was also terrifying for a couple of reasons. One, it's of course it's terrifying. It's Resident Evil, but also that shit's terrifying because it hit a little close to home, being like set in the South. I mean, granted, it was like Louisiana Cajun South, which is like not my brand of South technically. Not my brand of South. That's not where I like really grew up, but I saw similar vibes. If you catch, the yee kind of redneck sort of deal. So, I kind of get it. Man, though, that's just scary. And I remember when that game like came out and people were doing the VR version. Like, how do you do that? I think VR horror is something I could never even touch. I think that's just too real. That's just too real for me. I need that degree of separation. And I'm not even good with that either. I mean, look at how I play Phasmophobia. I'm terrified. I'm the worst. Phasmophobia is like baby stuff too. Phasmophobia is my desperate attempt to try and... Huh. Oh, there's a Midna. Hi. Aw, come here, Cuddlebug. You can sit in my lap while I draw. If you promise to behave yourself. The yee vibes. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. The deep south of the up north. Fair enough. Fair enough. The deep south. Midnight, you climbing up to the top shelf to jump down and scare the crap out of me is not behaving yourself. Something about Resident Evil 7 reminded me of where I went to college. It was up in the Appalachian Mountains, which is like obviously not down in the marshes of the Louisiana Bayou, but I don't know. It's got that, like, if you get lost in the woods, you're gonna find some. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I just got reminded. I just had somebody. I had somebody say something so mean to me about. I had pink hair at the time. I miss my pink hair. I might dye my hair pink again. Not even lying. Although I am loving my green. I had somebody. My boyfriend and I had gone to Walmart, which, like, I know, not a good start, right? But we walked out, and this guy walked straight up to my boyfriend and was like, if I let my wife out of the house like that, pointing to me with pink hair, I would beat her ass. I was like, what the fuck? I still, like, God, that just... Why would you ever say that to somebody? Okay, I don't like this gray that I'm using. I should use a different one. I should use, like, a blue. I just, like, can't imagine having the audacity to say that to somebody. It was very uncomfortable, to say the least. But anyway, I think about that, and then that's kind of my, I guess, the type of people that... Yes, that is very true. Actually, there was like a diner. I never went to this place. Not because I, like, knew and I wasn't gonna go. I never went to this place. And I learned about this, like, way after the fact. But there was like a diner that was down on one of the side roads. And they were, like, kind of known around town to be, like, openly racist. I had one of my friends. So I guess I'm totally getting this information, like, third hand. So I don't know. This is allegedly. This person was very tan. Still very white, but very tan. And they, like, refused to serve him because I guess he was too tan. It was weird. I don't know the whole story. Something about that. They kept lying that there weren't any eggs left when there were obviously eggs left because this was breakfast. It was weird. It was really weird. And I just remember being like, I'm not that surprised around here, I guess. It is the mountains of the south. It was awful. I'm laughing because I'm very uncomfortable. Thinking about all of those times, about the time that I got told that my hair was worth me being beaten, and don't even get me started on the Confederate flags. That just, oh boy, that was too commonplace, man. Anyway, all this to say, Resident Evil 7 kind of made me harken back to those days, and I was like, ooh, I did not like that. At least they weren't zombies, at least as far as I know. I didn't come across any, like, medical bio zombies when I was there. But then again, some of those frat bros looked a little sus. Could have been. That's in Florida. Oh no. I know, right? How rude. Just like how rude. Okay, we got some good line art coloring, and now we can do the fun shading part that I was gonna do earlier. That's a fair point. Well, unfortunately, in my experience with humanity as a whole, unfortunately, I find that the loudest ones, like the really loud ones, are also very stupid and very mean. Unfortunately, that's like a side effect of being stupid. You're also extremely vocal. Hence that guy. Ooh, too dark. Still too dark. Might. Yeah, I'll use it. They'll use it on a dark in there. Did I miss a spot when I was calling the... Damn it. I sure did. There we go. Let's blur this a bit. No, too much, too much. That nice yellow color. Yeah. Let's go get some real highlights in there. Midna, are you being a bad person? Are you making bad choices? Are you wrecking shit? Are you being mischievous? You better not be. Silly kitty. Alright, let's shade the jumpsuit. News for me. FDA authorized Pfizer booster shots. Interesting. Wonder if I should schedule a booster shot. It still kind of blows my mind that there are people that aren't vaccinated. I just, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to judge somebody for not getting vaccinated, unless they're, like, actively anti-vax, in which case I will judge them. I will judge them quite harshly because they deserve it. But, like, I don't know. There's still, like, some people that are just like, I'm scared, or, like, I don't know. Or there's kids that are too young to get it, and it's like, oh my god, I forgot about that because I don't have kids, so that's not, like, the first thing on my brain. Like, I still have some coworkers that have only gotten one of the shots, and I'm like, why? What are you doing? Go get your shots! There haven't been protests at our hospital. I'm sorry. Imagine protesting a hospital. A hospital. For what? Ugh. Ugh. Just, everybody get vaccinated! It's like, I don't understand. I think the horror. It's just, we're all sick of it. Like, literally, all of us. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you are on. We're all sick of it. We're all tired of the fucking mandates. And we're tired of wearing masks everywhere. And we're tired of being scared. And we're tired of seeing people get sick and seeing people die. And we're tired of hearing about it. And we're tired of living it. We're tired of it. Everybody is tired of it. It literally does not matter. But the thing is, for some reason, only some of the population seems to understand that the way to make this shit end faster is to get vaccinated. Oh my god. But they so bastardized the my body, my choice thing. I'm sorry, I'm getting real fucking fired up. They bastardized the my body, my choice thing. Because, and they took it, it's not even something that's my body, my choice. Because their body, their choice, or lack of a choice, essentially, is putting other people, I know you agree with it. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir. I've got some cool chill people who hang out with me on my stream. I know y'all are cool. But if anybody happens to come in and y'all hear me ranting about why everybody should get vaccinated and you disagree, either you better have a real fucking good reason, and I will tell you, because Trump said so is not one of them. I have the constitutional right to infect everybody. That's the thing. The my body, my choice thing came out of a fucking debate about women being like, this does not affect you. It arguably affects people more if they have a baby that is not going to be able to be taken care of properly. It actually affects them more, but whatever. That's a whole different debate for a whole different day. They totally bastardized that fucking phrase, and it makes me even angrier. It's like the guy who was at the insurrection who had the motherfucking outsider's mark tattooed on his hand, and news outlets were like, no, but see, he's actually Antifa because that's the communist sickle and what the fuck, hammer. And I'm like, No, that's the outsider's mark from fucking Dishonored, which I can't even believe. I just like, how do you play Dishonored? A game about a fucking person who is absolutely blamed for a plague and it wasn't his fault. And like, you see people dying and then you see tyrannical leaders dismissing it as, oh, it's a disease for the poor, so it doesn't matter. Like, how do you play through that whole fucking game and so thoroughly miss the point, to the point where you go and you cause a fucking insurrection at the US Capitol? I can't. I just can't. Anyway, I'm gonna chill out now. Go get your vaccine! Same with Bioshock! Oh my god, my neighbors are gonna hear me screaming from the rooftops. Same with Bioshock, you're absolutely right, Cool Beans. How do you miss the point so fucking thoroughly? The point was right there. Some parts are like, it's so spoon-fed to you, and you still fuck it up. You still fuck it up so bad. Anyway, I'm shading this jumpsuit. I need one myself. I'm probably gonna go to jail. What is that? Oh my god, there's a TikTok. There's actually I think the person who like said it, who like made the original audio, was actually a former Vine star. But what does she say? She's like, I'm gonna let God handle it. Because if I handle it, I'm going to jail. Rant over. Sort of. Go get your vaccine. If not for you, for the children who literally cannot. It'd be the same for the people that can't analyze the text in English class. Man, okay, that actually reminds me of a funny story. This was my AP Lit class in high school. We were practicing, you know, the essay questions. We were practicing the analyzing poetry questions that were inevitably going to show up on that AP exam at the end of the year. And I just remember this poor girl, and she tried so hard. I don't know if she was just like, I really don't know where it came from. I don't know if she was like trying to be like contrarian, not in the contrarian way where it's like, I'm just going to disagree for the sake of disagreeing. I almost feel like she was just trying to like really approach it at like what if I just come at this from a completely different angle? Like, what if I just, someone at work say that COVID is a myth. Oh my god. You know what? Sorcil, you chose violence. You chose violence and it was correct. It was the correct answer. You understood the assignment. That is because it... oh my god, I'm getting so fired up again. That's exactly... You have to throw their stupidity back at them. You absolutely have to... It's like that double think kind of shit where it's just like, oh, COVID's a myth. But then it's like, but why are you scared of it? Or like, I don't trust the government to give me a vaccine because they're going to put microchips in it. But I'll trust them saying to go eat horse, whatever the fuck it is, a horse dewormer. Or, COVID's fake, but it's also a Chinese conspiracy that was made. It's like not real, but it's also so real that it was made in a lab. Like it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, back to my non-fired up story about English class. I had a girl in my high school lit class, AP lit class. We were analyzing a poem, and the poem was very clearly about like imperialism and like 500 milligrams of freedom worm paste. America. Oh my god, I want to vomit. Sorry, that hurt my soul to say out loud. I know I was kidding, but like even just kidding, that made me... Oh my god. Anyway, the poem was very clearly about, it was written by a Native American man who was very clearly talking about his view of colonialism and the history of the United States with colonialism, imperialism, stuff like that. But this girl, I can't remember what there was that interpretation, but there was also this other interpretation about, okay, well, you could just more specifically interpret it to be like the whole smallpox pandemic, whatever. This girl in my class tried to argue that the whole thing was about deforestation because of this one particular part where it described fields of wheat being scythed down. And I just remember my lit teacher just like roasting her, just fucking roasting her for thinking that. And I was like, I wanted to come to her defense, like, well, no, maybe you could argue that. But also I was like, nah, she totally did not understand what she just read. I don't know. I felt kind of bad, but yeah, she was not interpreting the text correctly. Take it with a... Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I mean, I wasn't planning on taking it, but yeah. Yep. Sounds about right. But that's safe, right? That's the safe option, not the vaccine that's been formulated specifically for humans and has been studied by scientists the world over. No, that's the safer option. Oh, I can't. What is that When in Black quote where it's like, no, a person is smart, people are scared and stupid, or something like that. I hate how true that was. Man. I will be getting a booster shot if it is made available to me. You bet your ass I will be in line. I will be... Fuck it, I'll volunteer. I'll volunteer to go give it to other people. I mean, Jesus. Just get vaccinated. I think one of the other infuriating parts about it is it's just the COVID vaccine. Like all these other flu vaccines, polio. I mean, obviously there's anti-vaxxers that are against them all, but like I'm talking about like the people that aren't on a normal day anti-vax are suddenly super against this COVID vaccine, or the... Well, okay, yes, but they've definitely approved the standard vaccines now. They're FDA approved. So people can't even be like, well, it's not even FDA approved. It is now. It is now. So what? Are you gonna go? Or are you gonna... I just will never understand. I'll just never understand. I don't think I can. I really don't. And I think 2020 has robbed me of what little patience I had for some people. Ugh. I'm sad now. Oh no. I will just continue to do what I can, I guess. That's all I can do. I am but one person, one small person in this giant machine that we call Earth. Earth is not a machine. I shouldn't say that. I meant like metaphorically it's a machine. Not like, oh my god. Please don't think I'm a conspiracy theorist. I can't handle that. Good looking jumpsuit if I say so myself. I'm thirsty. Earth is a robot transformer. Earth theory confirmed. Oh man. I found out the other day that one of my coworkers had no idea what QAnon was, and I was like, oh my god, there is hope for us after all. Somebody so innocent, so untainted by even a shred of like information about QAnon. I was like, wow, good. No, consider that a blessing, because every day I think about how fucking stupid QAnon is and how prevalent it is, and it makes me so sad. But she was just none the wiser, and I was like, I will not explain it to you. I will not, because I don't want to ruin your innocence. You know, I think she just focuses her energy on more important things. That, or I think she probably took a break from the news cycle after just, well, you know. And I don't blame her. Sometimes you really just gotta walk away. Humanity is exhausting. On the bright side, I did get to tell her. I did get to surprise her and tell her the fun fact about Quentin Tarantino having a foot fetish, which she also didn't know about. And I was like, girl, how did you not know that? Come on. I mean, he even makes it. He's like admitting it. He admits it in his films that he has a foot fetish. Like, I was like, girl, have you seen a Quentin Tarantino film? Which of course she has. She's actually gonna cosplay Go-Go from Kill Bill for Halloween. But anyway, I was just like, I don't know if I made her day. I think I made my own, but ruined her day with that knowledge. A fetish! Exactly! Yes! A+ pun. A+ pun. Somebody add that to the pun counter. I feel like I haven't been keeping up with that pun counter. Fetish. Yeah, I think we as a society missed an opportunity to call it a fetish. Oh, that's fun. One day I'm gonna use like that exclusion blending mode to color something. I'm gonna make it real fun color wise. I like want to darken it slightly. I don't want it to be too much darker. All right, I'm gonna save this here for now. I have to get ready for my D&D game, so I'm gonna have to stop for now, but I will keep working on this. And after Cody, I only have one more character left to do. That is Spencer. I'm excited to draw her. She's gonna be oh, I'll see you later, cool beans. Spencer's gonna be fun. Also, how perfect, because she's dressed in the costume identical to Michael Myers with a hockey mask like Jason. Just in time for spooky season! Alright, coolio. Coolio. I'm gonna save. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me rant about why you should get the vaccine. No, but for real, thank you for listening to me rant. I know it's probably a lot. But, I'll be back again on Friday, 7 p.m. Oh, thank you, Sorso. I will be back again Friday at 7 p.m. We're going to be playing some Steins Gate, more timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. Keep your eyes peeled for some Halloween announcements. It's gonna be coming within the next week or so, I promise, because obviously October is starting in the week or so. I'm super, super pumped. But I will see you guys next time. Hope you have a good night, day, whatever you have. And get some rest, drink some water. Take care of yourselves. See y'all next time. Bye.